Further afield, striking Boeing workers have rejected a new offer from the plane-making giant, which included a 35% rise over 4 years. The International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers IAM Union said 64% of its members voted against the proposed deal. Details of this and more in the news making headlines from across the world.
50,000 of Boeing's employees have joined the walkout, which started on 13th September after an initial offer was rejected. Hours earlier, Boeing's boss, Kelly Ortberg, warned that the company is at a crossroads as losses at the firm surged to roughly $6 billion. Boeing has declined to comment on its latest offer being rejected. It is the second time that the striking workers have rejected a proposal deal in a formal vote. The previous offer was turned down last month by 95% of workers. Meanwhile, the world economy could contract by 7%, which is the size of the combined French and German economies, if there is a broad-based trade war between the world's major economies. The International Monetary Fund warns. It comes as concerns are heightened ahead of the possible re-election of Donald Trump in the U.S. Trump says he plans to introduce a universal tax or tariff of up to 20% on all imports into the U.S., while the European Union is already planning retaliation if Washington goes ahead with the new levy. Finally, Tanzania's electric train, a first for the region, has halved travel time between Dar es Salaam to Dodoma down to just 4 hours. It marks the starting point of one of the country's strategic projects, the building of a 2,560-kilometer standard gauge railway envisaged to connect key cities and link up with neighbors Burundi, Rwanda, and Democratic Republic of Congo. The 460-kilometer Dar es Salaam to Dodoma leg has been open since August, when President Samia Suluhu described the railway as a pathway to the future that would enhance Tanzania's standing in the region.
Back home, MultiChoice Kenya is challenging content creators to partner with the pay TV service provider to tell local stories. MultiChoice Kenya Managing Director Nzola Miranda says the firm is keen on drastically increasing local content on offer from the current 500 hours annually. Nzola made the remarks when MultiChoice announced a deal with Safaricom on streaming of DSTV and Showmax content.
We've been creating local stories for the last 30 years. We call ourselves Kenyan most loved storytellers because we create more than 500 hours of local content every year. And the ability of this partnership will give us, as Fauzia mentioned, will give us scale. I mean, with 97% coverage in the market, we want to spread local stories. We have done, a lot of studies that people like to see themselves on TV. They like to hear the stories. They like to hear the accent. They like to hear the intonation. They like to see stories that are relevant to them.
I mean, music is part of our lives, whether it's a funeral, whether it's a celebration, music is part of our lives. Entertainment is part of our lives. So the opportunity now for people to be able to watch it at scale is now what this partnership provides. You're able to watch it on your phone, wherever you are, whatever time. So it's not time. You can watch it whatever time you want.